Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to continue talking about V shedding and how to protect yourself. So I am an intuitive, so I am actually bringing this information from a channeled message. I tuned in, and the energy that wanted to bring in the information was my native goddess. And so the reason she's came through so strong is because she's trying to remind us that we're strongly connected to the earth. And the earth is where we will get everything we need in order to be able to overpower all of this energy that we are taking on. Okay. So in previous videos, yes, I did say that what you believe, you create. However, there are some people who are overly sensitive and who are taking things on. And so they are the ones who need the methods in order to be able to overcome and overpower what's being taken on from the people who have the V, okay? So the other thing is too, some of these methods, and perhaps all of them, can actually also help you kind of clear out the symptoms so you don't take it on anymore because you're strengthening yourself so much, right? So when I did this, what was really interesting is that the methods that came through had a very similar theme. And so this is my conclusion, take it or leave it. But the V shedding that is going on has a very, very similar vibration to electromagnetic frequencies and that kind of radiation, okay? So it's just, there's this theme amongst all the methods of protecting and cleansing that are strengthening the aura. So this video is for people who are highly sensitive, people who are taking on energies very easily right now, those who want to prevent and treat, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go in order of kind of simple things that you can do and have on hand. So 3 herbs were given to me, okay? And they came through visually, they came through energetically. And I will tell you now. So 3 different herbs. One is lavender. The second one is spearmint. And the third one is nettle, okay? So these herbs were given to me because they very easily, especially nettle and spearmint. If you think about these herbs, they grow in the wild very, very easily. And specifically in a colder climate, they keep coming back. Lavender is not native necessarily to Ontario, Canada. However, it does grow and it can grow in abundance. And so these are herbs that are easily found in the earth. Especially nettle and spearmint, okay? So she was giving me these herbs. She, as in my native goddess, was giving me these herbs, and I didn't quite understand it. So I tuned into the energy of the herbs, the essence of these herbs, okay? So nettle was more about body strengthening and cleansing, purifying. However, nettle also has the energy of clearing old behaviors and patterns and toxic situations. So not only is it working on the physical, it's also working on the energetic and emotional. So it's helping to remove any of these old beliefs, old patterns, old toxic things that are going on. Lavender is a lot more to do with strengthening the aura. Remember, you can also use it as an essential oil, like one of these. You can smell it. You can drink it as a tea. Nettle you can drink as a tea, no problem. Nettle leaf specifically. And lavender, you can also wear it, smell it, drink it as a tea if you get the actual herb. And it also, the reason it's coming up is because it's removing that thinking pattern, and it's balancing your energy field, okay? So it's helping to smooth out that highly charged emotional state, because if you are in that state, you're going to easily take on stuff, okay? So everyone knows lavender as a very calming essential oil. Well, it is, and it's strengthening as well. It's opening your crown, so it's helping with connecting to higher source, right? And your third eye. So just remember that it's a strengthener. And then the spearmint, it's pretty tough as a herb, and it is also a purifier of the aura. Again, you can drink it, you can smell it as an essential oil, you can put it on your body. And the first thing that came through was it's clearing the central channel and the chakras, okay? So I did some research after I did this channeling, and it confirmed what I picked up on in terms of the essence of spearmint. So they are actually not attached to the material world. If you are in the energy of spearmint, they are not too attached to the spiritual world or to the material world, but they are more connected to the spiritual realm. So they're not necessarily taking on things very easily. They're very tough, okay? And it's also stimulating, this essence of spearmint is stimulating the soul star, which is above the crown chakra, which is actually even more of a connection to universal energy. So this is the first point: nettle, lavender, spearmint. You can have all three. You can use them in the way you like. I think if you drink them as teas, it's perfectly fine. If you have the essential oils of lavender and spearmint, that works too. I highly recommend having these herbs around because they very strongly came through as very important herbs. So the next thing, crystals. Okay, there are many, many crystals. There's all kinds of things you can do. I was only given 2 crystals to tell you in this video, and you can do your research and get whatever crystals you want. Take it or leave it, what I tell you, all right? So first one was Amazonite, okay? Second one was clear quartz. So Amazonite, again, here's the theme of EMF protection, okay? So Amazonite not only protects you from radiation and EMFs, it also protects you in a boundary way, so you can be yourself and speak your truth. And so it's helping with boundaries. Now, if we keep going with this theme that the V shedding is very similar to EMFs, that's what this is doing. It's protecting you from that, okay? Then we have crystal quartz, which will amplify this. And it has its own purifying effects and cleansing your aura and strengthening your aura at the same time, which you need in this case. So what I suggest, you can grab these crystals. You may have them already. If not, you can get them easily. I'm going to carry them around in this little pouch so I don't lose them, put them in a pocket or something, and I'm just going to carry them around with me. I'm not in fear at all, but I figure I received the information, so I might as well use it. Okay? Another thing is you can program these crystals. So if you get them, they may not necessarily be for this specific thing, but you can actually tell them that you need help with this particular thing, like the V shedding, and just being feeling like you are strong amongst someone who has the V, and you don't need to take anything on. You can program these crystals and just ask them to help you with this specific thing. Even though they already have the capacity, you can specify that, okay? So next thing I want to talk about is earthing, okay? So this came on very strong. I saw in my vision bare feet in grass, and it was the native goddess showing me her own bare feet in the grass. Again, the same theme, okay? What happens when you are barefoot? You are absorbing the negative ions from the earth. It balances and neutralizes your body because guess what has positive ions? Electromagnetic field, Wi-Fi, all that radiation around you, as well as pathogens. A lot of things that can harm your energetic field, okay? Those are positive ions. And let's now add in the V shedding. This could also very well be something that is has positively ionic charge. Now, I have not done research. A lot of, like, everything I'm saying right now has not been researched. This is like things that have just been channeled. So what I'm understanding, though, is that it is amongst the same energy, the V shedding and EMFs. So if you're earthing every day, if you're walking into the earth with your bare feet, I would do it multiple times a day, maybe 5 minutes, 15, 20 minutes if you're, walking around. This will definitely strengthen your immune system, your aura. It'll definitely help even bring your body into more of an alkaline state. So preventing disease, okay? So I brought this up, this is point 3. So 4 and 5 are actually things you can do while you are earthing. And I thought that would be, these next ones are optional. You don't have to do this. You could just walk around in the grass. I'm giving you extra methods that if you really need them, if you're truly highly sensitive, then these are great things. So number 4 is a breathing exercise that was just given to me now. It's a channeled exercise, and it's balancing and strengthening your aura in north, south, east, west directions. You're going to circle, you're going to stand. So if you want, you can do it with me. I can teach you right now, okay? All right. So I'm going to start facing north, and you're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through your mouth, okay? One hand up, one hand down. And what you're doing is you're gathering earth energy and higher up, like universal energy, okay? So this is your inhale. And then you're going to exhale and bring both hands forward as if you're pushing out. Exhale through your mouth. Okay, so you can start with, let's say, right hand up. I'm going to turn to my east end. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, south. Inhale. Exhale. We're going west. Inhale. Exhale. Back to north. Now we're going to switch the direction. So we're getting the whole circle, okay? Sorry, switch direction and opposite hand. So left hand up, right hand down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands together and to the heart. So you can do that as many times as you want. I went north, east, south, west, north, and then I went the other way, switched hands, okay? This may be a method out there. I didn't research it. So whatever you want to call it, it is an aura strengthener. It is also connecting you heaven to earth. It's bringing in the energy, aligning you. And if you do it once, you might already start feeling that kind of centeredness, okay? If you do that, it'll prevent those energies coming to you because you're so that you can't really take on anything because you are so solid, all right? I would do that at least a couple times a day, even if you're not barefoot, because you really want to solidify that, especially if you're sensitive. You're strengthening yourself right now, okay? Last method, number 5, is do not live in fear. And I'm going to just teach you what I basically named sky to earth breath. Very similar, except we're just standing still and breathing. So I'm actually going to stand again. Okay. So you can do this while you are standing in the grass or on the pavement barefoot or next to a tree, even better. Okay. So relax standing. You can have your eyes closed and you're going to inhale and you're going to imagine breathing up and out through your crown. So you're opening upwards. And then you're going to exhale. Bring that breath down and you're breathing down into the earth. Okay? Again, inhaling so you can even go below your feet. Inhaling, reaching that energy up. like you're breathing up and out through your crown. Even higher. Exhale down into the earth, even deeper, like you're growing roots. As you exhale, you might even exhale more to reach further down. And again, inhaling up into the sky energy, universal energy, even higher. Exhaling down to the core of the earth. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. You don't have to move your hand like I am, just showing you the movement. Exhale. Finish with the exhale, grounding down. You are solid, you are connected, your channels are strong, your chakras are aligned. So if you want, you can do that seated too, but if you can stand, it's great. For extreme fear, extreme, like you're just worried and you don't want to be around like people who have the V and you're just freaking out, 10 breaths 5 times a day. You may have to put aside some time. Just giving you a upper end goal to work towards, because you really need to ground, connect. Remember who you are. You are divine source energy. You are supported by the earth and by the universe. Nothing can touch you unless you allow it to, okay? So that's why these exercises are tools that you can use in order to basically take control back from these ideas. And I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm not saying it's not happening, because people are getting symptoms. However, do something about it. You can, okay? So 5 methods there. And honestly, these are great. If you are still having issues, you are drinking the teas, you have the essential oils, you are tuning in to these exercises, the earth energy, grounding, and you have your crystals and you're still experiencing it, well, then there's probably some healing that needs to happen. And I would definitely, if I had a client like that, I would go into body talk. I would go into some intuitive healing there, clearing out some traumas, strengthening the body, like recommunicating the body's energies. And that's what I would do if somebody came to me and said, I cannot figure out how to get rid of these symptoms or how to strengthen myself against them, okay? So that is what I wanted to share today. Purely channeled information, and I did a bit of research afterwards to confirm what I found, and it did confirm it, which was really interesting. So if you have any questions or comments, you can feel free to comment. I'm happy to hear what anybody has to say. And, you know, like, let me know if you try some stuff out, what happens, what works for you, what doesn't. I didn't give specific dosing on the teas, but I would just intuitively do that. Like, you may want to drink a couple cups a day, maybe mix the herbs together. If you get, I don't know how they taste. Spearmint and lavender would probably, actually nettle's not very strong either. They're actually all quite pleasant tasting. You could probably mix the teas together and drink a couple cups a day. Up to you. So you just do it, and you intuitively feel like what that does in your body. Even the smell, you know, of the herbs are really good for you to align you. All right, so thank you for joining, and if you like the video, please click like, subscribe if you haven't, and yes, questions below, comments, maybe you'll trigger a future video. That's totally fine. I'm up for new ideas and helping as much as I can. All right, much love to all of you. Thank you for listening. See you soon. Bye for now.